Been thinking about my old roommate a lot lately, Ken Tippins. And back in college, we had a lot of adventures together. And I wrote a song about several of them. I've written songs about several. This is one. Ken and I were coming back one Sunday afternoon, and his car overheated, so we pulled in. There was a Sinclair station on 11E right out of Knoxville. And we saw this man as we were sitting there drinking our Cokes, waiting for the car to cool off. We saw this man get out of this beautiful Eldorado convertible. There were not a lot of Eldorados in East Tennessee back then, and so it really stood out. And when we saw this guy get out, he could barely walk. He was shaking so bad. And Ken had a Carson-Newman sticker on the back of his car, and he noticed it, and he came over and struck up a conversation with us. And it turned out that he had gone to Carson-Newman, but he had left during World War II to go work at Oak Ridge. And he became involved in working on what became the bomb. So this is that story. It's called The Boys from Oak Ridge, Tennessee. All those years ago on a Sunday afternoon in May, we were driving out of Knoxville back to school. Though Ken was driving slow, the engine ran too hot that day, so we hit a Sinclair station just to let it cool. We sat in the shade and drank our Coca-Colas, watched an Eldorado pull up to the good lead free, and then we saw the man with a tremble in his hand, still with grace and poise. He was one of the boys from Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Well, the man saw the school decal on the back of Kenny's car. He said many years ago he'd gone there too. He said then World War II broke out and Oak Ridge was not too far, so he worked on a project known to just a few. He said his project ended up in Hiroshima as the blast heard round the world throughout the century. It traveled back across the sea, and he caught this strange disease, but it could not still the voice of the boys from Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Oak Ridge, Tennessee. He said, we were all caught up into the mystery, but now we're all sick, dead, or insane. Our legacies become a part of history, with a mark of blood beside our names, beside our names. I moved on, but Ken would stay and work in eastern Tennessee. He specialized in psychiatric care. Now one of his patients slipped away, but they found him on one knee in a dark, dark basement just below the stairs. And with their flashlights drawn, they all stared in amazement at what he wrote with dirt upon the walls so carefully. Equations that went on and on, with a picture of the bomb dropped there with no noise by the boys from Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Oak Ridge, Tennessee.